Hi, I'm Keith Wilson. Were you the victim of mortgage fraud? It all happened in this little house here. Seemingly innocent enough, but walking through these doors, it would be the equivalent of bringing a blood-soaked t-shirt to a shark sighting. Can an attorney closing a mortgage transaction represent two opposing clients at the same time? Can a mortgage company foreclose on an unsigned mortgage note? Can a mortgage company foreclose an unrecorded mortgage note 3 years old? Can a mortgage company lend hard equity money on property the borrower doesn't own? Out of these four little circumstances, which one would you say is most likely to be a clear case of mortgage fraud? If you picked all four scenarios, you're correct. The victims of mortgage fraud, there's no time to waste. If you've been the victim of mortgage fraud, really there's no time to waste. File your complaint today with your local state attorney's office, Mortgage Fraud Task Force, the mayor's office, Mortgage Fraud Task Force, the Attorney General's office, Mortgage Fraud Task Force, and the FBI, Mortgage Fraud Task Force. There are a great deal of sharks out there. Don't get bitten. This has been a public service announcement of CSB News Miami. Cross Street Broadcast. YouTube us.
Exactly. It's kind of the division between Wall Street and Main Street. So on the Wall Street side, we have this Bear Stearns case, these two guys that were running a hedge fund that, as you mentioned, collapsed. They allegedly knew more about the markets than they were passing on to investors, and that's not okay. So that's the Wall Street situation. If we move to Main Street, though, what was happening across the country is that mortgages were being passed out to people that maybe had questionable credit or maybe shouldn't have gotten those mortgages, but on either side there were some questions about these business dealings. And it turns out that this afternoon, the FBI and the Department of Justice are going to announce 300 arrests of different people involved in all sorts of states across the country that may have been responsible, allegedly, for some of these mortgage cases. So we're going to get word of that this afternoon, but again, it seems like it's a big roundup of some of the effects or variables that led to this credit crisis, and that's what's happening both on Main Street and Wall Street, Jane.
Jenna, thanks.